Hi everyone, good to see you all again. I thought I'd take a moment to record an introduction to HSP405 for you, so you've got a bit more information. Before I do that though, I want to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land that we're meeting virtually here today on, which is the Muhunina people of Tasmania. I want to acknowledge them as people who have survived dispossession and invasion and still manage to maintain their rights, identity and culture. I do this because it's really important to the work that I do, because Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people are still massively overrepresented at every level and every process in the criminal justice system in Australia, something which people have called a national emergency. A little bit of information about me for you. Email is definitely the best way to get in touch with me. My consultation hours, I don't have any set ones, but if you want to get in touch with me and to chat to me on the phone, or if you want to talk to me on Skype, or even if you want to talk to me face to face, please email me first to make an appointment. My work schedule is extremely hectic, and if you call me on the phone out of the blue, it's very likely that you won't get me. If you call me on the mobile, I will likely get it by the end of the day, but please don't be alarmed if I don't get in touch with you until the end of the day, because often my meeting days are chock-a-block. My office is in the School of Social Sciences building, room 534 on the Sandy Bay campus, and you've got my phone number and my mobile number there if you need anything. A little bit about me and the work that I do. My main research areas of concern are looking at the interactions between LGBTI people and police in particular, but also criminal justice systems broadly. I also focus on young people and policing. If you want to know about any more stuff that I do, my profile link is there on the slides that I'm recording this with for you, so you can have a look. Other things about me: I really enjoy teaching. I enjoy doing research as well, and going away and doing research projects with my colleagues, which is one of my photos that I've put up on the slide there for you. But my other favourite things to do are riding dirt bikes in awesome forestry, watching and being at live punk music, which is without a doubt one of my greatest passions, and spending time with my family. And again, you can see a picture of those nut bags on the slide there in front of you. All right, so what are we studying? Why are we doing all of this? It's because critical incidents and emergencies are very dynamic, and they are some of the things that you will do quite a bit in your role as a police inspector or as a senior sergeant. So I guess we want to teach you about how those processes go and the different types of things that you need to think about as police leaders. So it'll be engaging you in higher order decision-making skills and capabilities that you need to do operational policing in an increasingly complex social, cultural and economic environment. Particularly because you need to be able to work collaboratively with external stakeholders as well as internal and different parts of Victoria Police. So all of these different things will come together in this unit. You'll engage with assignment work that's grounded in critical reflection and decision making, so that you have a range of skills at the end of the unit that come together, and most importantly at the end of your residential, that come together to help you face different issues that police face today. So what teaching approach do we use? For my parts, the UTAS components, it's all online pretty much. Everything is up there on the Milo site for you. We've got some learning activities that help you think about those broader concepts of, what does it mean to run a critical incident, for instance. You've also got a whole bunch of readings up online attached to specific types of assessment and also embedded in your learning activities. And you've got core skills activities which are focused specifically on your assessment, so teaching you how to write essays, how to do referencing, etc., etc. I will record mini lectures like these ones about each of those things. I know, right? I have no spare time whatsoever and no social life. Kidding. But you can work through these online activities, including the readings, and I'll give you student examples in these videos so that you can see what we expect of you in terms of the level of writing. Of course, you need to complete the assessment. If you don't do that, then you won't get through the unit and pass. And you need to complete the other activities and assessments at the residentials. That's pretty much it for the teaching approach. Make sure you keep your eye on the announcements, thinking in terms of the other stuff that's available on the Milo site here. You've got some readings there. You've got YouTube videos for each assessment and your core skills things. How does this particular unit work? It slots into your residential studies. Start with your scenario response essay and then attend the residential where we'll discuss more assessment in more detail. And then finally, you'll complete your critical analysis of police response in another essay or audio recording and PowerPoint. So I thought I'd take a moment to very quickly skip through the assessments because you will have a video for each of these assessments very shortly up online. The UTAS assessment that you do is the scenario response essay and your critical analysis of police response. And this can be an essay or a presentation. I'm giving you a choice. You're adults, you can decide, and depending on which one takes your fancy, go for it. The residential submitted assessment that you need to do is the incident action plan, the operational briefing, and a critical incident hypothetical. You'll get heaps of information about these at the residentials. So your first UTAS assignment that you'll do is the scenario response essay. You'll submit this essay as per the information on the Milo site, and it will hopefully tell us about your thinking processes and practices in relation to dealing with a major critical incident. It's a 2,000-word essay. Engage you with the process of applying key emergency management documentation, like legislation, that sort of stuff, as a strategic manager within Victoria Police. And you're going to do this by applying it to a scenario that I've given you. It's specifically a flood scenario. So you'll go through the strategic considerations, decisions and actions of Victoria Police, as well as the tactical management of that specific problem. You can inform this by all manner of different things: legislation, policy, case studies relating to past emergencies, all of that awesome stuff. Most importantly, you need to reference. So this is due at the end of week 10, Friday the 13th of April, and it needs to be uploaded online by midnight. It's a 2,000-word limit that you've got, excluding your reference list, and it's weighted at 30%. The other UTAS assignment that you need to do is the critical analysis of police response. This is where you, again, it can be an essay or a presentation as per the information on the Milo site. And you need to learn about a specific police response. This can be anywhere in the world. It doesn't necessarily have to be within Victoria Police. And then you have to critically analyse the response that police took in that specific instance. Think carefully about this because those police responses that have been subject to a major inquiry will have a lot more information up online for you to read and learn with. So if you're doing an essay for this one, it's 1,500 words, excluding your reference list. If you're doing an audio recorded presentation, it's 15 minutes, which is sort of about 10 slides, again, excluding your reference list. And this one is weighted at 20%. That's pretty much it for now. Just a quick introduction to the unit. I hope that was helpful. If you've got any questions, please get in touch with me at any time. As I noted above, you'll have videos about each of the assessments where I'll talk through them in a bit more detail for you. That's it for now. See you later.